top stories. Caribbean Women in Leadership SKN host 2024 Transformational Leadership Conference. Prime Minister Drew honors legacy of former Canadian Prime Minister Brian Mulroney, and Sandy Point Agricultural Cooperative Society launched Backyard Garden Assistance Program. The details on these stories and more after the break.
The Court's Wishlist project can easily be likened to a genie giving the lucky holder of its lamp a variety of free wishes. However, the initiative, according to OECS merchandise manager Anita Phillips, doesn't work that way. The process, she says, is a lot more in-depth.
It brings us great joy to reintroduce the Court's Wishlist project. The project is about helping to change and improve the lives of the persons within our communities who need it the most. The program differs from our everyday issue of donations because it helps us take a targeted approach in meeting those people who are mostly in need and helping change their lives.
One of the things that make the Court's Wishlist project unique, Phillips says, is that no one can make a wish on their own behalf, but rather the wish being requested must be made for someone else.
A big part of the program is encouraging persons to look out for their fellow men. So someone cannot make a wish on their own behalf, but rather they need to be looking within their communities to select someone who is most in need of a wish.
In addition, Phillips stated that wishes are not limited to Court's wide range of products, but can be something from any other company to ensure that the need is adequately met. The company is soliciting the assistance of the public to look out for each other in their various communities.
Help us in our quest to find and assist the persons who are most in need within our communities. Look around you. It may be someone you already know, or maybe someone you've heard about. Tell us about them. Every request will be thoroughly vetted, and this will allow us to select only the persons who need the support the most.
The Court's Wishlist project was recently launched across the OECS in islands of Antigua, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts, and St. Vincent.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I am Shayura Flanders. Nationally, the St. Kitts and Nevis chapter of the regional organization Caribbean Women in Leadership, or CWIL, held its 2024 Foundations for Future Transformational Leadership Conference over the weekend to empower women in leadership positions. Chapter Chair Naima Hazel spoke of the intention for the conference.
We're really excited to be holding this conference with some of our regional partners and many of our core members who presented over the last 2 days and going into tomorrow. So for day one, we did the areas of foundation, learning about CWIL, what is transformational leadership. Today we're looking at the future, intersectionality. We have some panel discussions on your role as a transformational leader. And then tomorrow we're moving into a day of self-care, where we'll be doing movements and group dynamics and team dynamics and working off-site in a much more comfortable setting. So for me as chair of CWIL, I think it's very important that we, as women leaders in society, that we also do more work in self-care, looking at our personal lives, our professional lives, and our organizational care, because these are things that are often overlooked when you're women in positions of decision making. Often the people that we take care of the least is ourselves. We just think it's really important. It's been really inspiring to have all of these women together.
Joanne Messiah, former cabinet minister in Antigua and Barbuda, and one of the featured presenters, gave her commendations and view of the conference.
I'd like to congratulate the St. Kitts and Nevis chapter of the Caribbean Institute for Women in Leadership for putting on this conference. I think it is a wonderful thing to do for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, particularly the women and the young girls, as we continue our advocacy to bring a lot of focus to the need to have more women involved in leadership and decision making, both in business and in politics. The presentations yesterday were just so on point, and I believe that the women who attended, the delegates who are here, would find a lot of comfort, would find a lot of encouragement, a lot of inspiration from what they would have heard yesterday.
Topics included the what and why of CWIL by founding members, how your identity shapes your leadership style by Joanne Messiah, the gender lens on intersectionality by Makini Barrow, the synergy of environmental, social and climate justice by Aisha Constable, and others. And in other news, Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew expressed heartfelt condolences to the government and people of Canada and the family of the late former Canadian Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Brian Mulroney, who was laid to rest on Saturday in Montreal, Canada. In a letter to the Canadian authorities, Prime Minister Drew hailed Mulroney as, quote, a statesman of exceptional caliber, whose leadership and contributions have left an indelible mark on the landscape of Canadian politics and society, end quote. Prime Minister Drew emphasized the importance of continuing diplomatic relations and fostering a strengthened partnership between St. Kitts and Nevis and Canada, underscoring the legacy established by former Prime Minister Mulroney. He stated, quote, as your nation mourns the loss of a distinguished leader, I implore you to also celebrate his legacy and the enduring impact he has made on Canada and the world. His enduring legacy of fortifying Canada has forged steadfast bonds within the international community, instilling hope for the ongoing expansion of our diplomatic relations, end quote. He further expressed, Prime Minister Mulroney's contributions will be remembered with respect and gratitude for generations to come. Brian Mulroney passed away at the age of 84, surrounded by his family in Florida on February 29, 2024. Still on the local scene, the Sandy Point Agricultural Cooperative Society, or SPACS, in collaboration with the Small Grants Program, launched their Backyard Garden Assistance Program during an opening ceremony which was held on Saturday at the Sandy Point Public Market. According to a press release under the program, the Cooperative Society will be assisting 5 backyard gardeners in Sandy Point with gardening techniques and alternative remedies for pest control. The aim of this program is to provide an avenue for persons to grow their food using the available space in their backyards, using organic methods to limit the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. During the ceremony, the 5 backyard gardeners received their farming supplies and 2 trays of seedling. The project also involves educational talks and demonstration sessions with students of the Sandy Point Primary School and the Charles E. Mills Secondary School. These sessions will have a practical approach as students will be engaged in planting slips and maintaining the garden through various modern agricultural techniques. Students within the geographical area stretching from Halfway Tree to Deep Bay will develop the skills needed to grow their own gardens at home. The project will also facilitate radio panel discussions to inform the public of the need to play a more active role in achieving the sustainable development and food security goals, with an emphasis on water harvesting and storage. The Cooperative Society will also host a food fair and agricultural exhibition in October 2024. In this session, persons will be able to get a better appreciation for agriculture and UN Sustainable Development Goals 1, 2, and 3 through exhibits from vendors, demonstrations such as water catchment and others, poetry, monologue, and other avenues to ensure that persons understand the severity of the issues. And after the break, Stony Grove robbery under police investigation, and CFBC welcomes Western Illinois University Assistant Director of International Admissions. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Here are your Hartsville Value Mart IGA specials.
Running March 21st, April 3rd.
And now our Blue Tax specials. Old Orchard apple drinks, $9.99. Nature Valley snack bars, $13.99. Swiss Miss hot chocolate mix, $9.99. Palm cooking oil spray, $14.99. Essential everyday frozen fruit, $16.99. Kellogg's Special K cereals, $18.99. And now our very low weekly
Value deals. Nabisco Chips Ahoy, $17.99. Post Great Grain cereals, $18.99. The Colgate toothpaste, $6.99. Hama deodorant, $8.99. Dole fruit bowls, $14.99. Hama liquid detergent, $14.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them in Spanish.
sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Can I get a wow? It's the sound you'll make when you get out alone. From a place you once knew to a dream home come true. Wow, for a home like new. Wow, is the effect you'll get when you upgrade your home.
Upgrade, improve, enhance your home with National Bank's Wow Mortgage for the effect you get when you upgrade your home. Lowest interest rate guaranteed and the most favorable terms.
It's Wow Mortgage. Can I get a wow?
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new Flo, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Healthwise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Malik Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
Thank you for staying with us. The police are investigating the robbery of Oasis Bar in Stony Grove, Nevis that occurred on Saturday around 11 p.m. Initial investigations indicate that two masked assailants armed with guns entered the establishment and demanded money. They stole a sum of cash from the register and promptly fled the scene. No one was injured during the incident. The crime scene units of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force processed the scene and collected some items of evidential value. The general public will be kept appropriately informed of any developments as the investigation progresses. If anyone has any information about this or any other criminal acts, you are strongly encouraged to contact the nearest police station or call the Crime Stoppers hotline 707. And in other news, the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, or CFBC, welcomed Assistant Director of International Admissions at Western Illinois University, or WIU, Cheryl Hattie, to engage with internal stakeholders at CFBC and provide insights into the admissions process for CFBC students and alumni transitioning to WIU. During her visit, Ms. Harty will conduct on-the-spot admissions for interested students or recent graduates. This is to provide an opportunity for persons to meet one-on-one with her, armed with their transcripts, and essentially to complete the admissions process to WIU. Furthermore, Ms. Harty will provide crucial information about scholarship awards available to the CFBC students seeking admissions to WIU. In addition to individual meetings, there will be a public engagement session where Ms. Hattie will present information about the admissions process for WIU, address questions and clarify ideas related to the admission of CFBC students and alumni to WIU. This interactive session will take place virtually via Zoom on Tuesday, 26th March from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And meanwhile, Raheem Crossley of Fines Avenue, Bastille St. Kitts, has been charged for the offense of robbery that was committed on March 15, 2024 at Hosford's gas station. Mr. Crossley was charged on March 25, 2024 at the Bastille police station. According to police, two masked assailants armed with guns entered the establishment and demanded money. They stole a sum of cash from the register and promptly fled the scene. No one was injured during the incident. The crime scene unit of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force processed the scene and collected some items of evidential value. And coming up, women parliamentarians in Trinidad and Tobago launch Yes program. Stay tuned.
You have dreams you're imagining, goals you'd like to achieve. We're here to see you through. We're invested in you. We're invested in you. You can depend on us. We will take care of you with a legacy of commitment you can trust. Help to walk along with you. Want you to know we care, and we will strive to do our very best to help in your success. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Attention, savvy shoppers.
Brace yourself for the Bright Deals electronic sales boom at Orchard's Building and Nevis Centers, where big savings are about to go. Get ready for the bombastic 25% off all electrical items store-wide for the entire month of March. From gadgets to lighting, now is your chance to brighten up your space without dimming your budget. Rush to Orchard's today and let the bombastic savings go. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired. And it's all inspired by you.
Welcome back. On the regional scene, harnessing the potential of future female parliamentarians is the aim of the Women Parliamentarians of Trinidad and Tobago, or WPTT. Here's how.
We call it YES, right? Because we say yes to leadership, yes to community development, yes to nation building.
Co-chair of the debate team of the Women Parliamentarians of Trinidad and Tobago and former parliamentarian Carolyn C. Prasad-Bechan said, through the Young Women Empowered to Serve or YES leadership program, participants will have the opportunity to learn from